Hello and welcome to our art studio. My name is Ekaterina Orlovie. I'm an artist and muralist, and today I'm working out of the Eastside Art House, which is an art studio here in Eastside in Riverside, California. And if you don't know me, if you're not familiar with my work, I am mainly a watercolor artist, but recently in the last few years, I've also been doing murals. So today I'm actually working on finishing a project that was started with high school students, and it was part of a grant. I'll talk about it a little bit more later. And I am working in a co-working studio, so that means it's a shared space. So you might see other artists' art in the background, basically. So it's not just only my art. I haven't been done a long video like this in a while, so I'm a little nervous. But like I've been doing shorter videos on, TikTok and on Instagram, and it kind of made me miss being on YouTube too. So I thought, why not make my own? I used to do them a long time ago when I would do craft fairs and stuff like that. But I kind of wanted to introduce you to a new side of my practice, which is, more mural based and more watercolors. It's kind of like a 50-50 split right now. So yeah, you'll get to see a lot of that. But let's go ahead and get started.
Hi everyone, this is Orlovie coming to you from the future in a voiceover. So as I mentioned, this project was possible to do because of an artist grant, which paid for and supported me teaching a mural workshop with high school students. We designed a mural together for their campus, and then the painting of the actual mural was open to everyone in the community. The wood panels are a copy of the mural that will be in an art show that goes over all the different art workshops that were available because of the grant. And these were started during the mural class, but still need a little bit of work, as you can see. So while this layer is drying, I thought I'd show you around the studio a little bit. Behold, my stuff. So that's actually my mural cart. On the wall is a collaboration art piece by artists Sewer and Save the Pandas. This is Alma's art piece, another amazing artist. It's pretty cool to be surrounded by so much art. You're working in a space with other professional artists. You just get inspired to keep working on your stuff. Oh, that's Willis. Hi, Willis. Obviously, my timing is great. And then this usually is a seating area. And then here's Perry. He just had a solo show and he's adding embroidery and clothes making to his practice. We have more art here. It's the end of the year, so we're due for some organizing, of course. There are also mural walls outside we can practice on, but I got distracted and forgot to film that part. So we'll do that another time. Okay, back to painting. This panel is very nearly done. It just needs to dry overnight, and tomorrow we'll get started on the second panel. I don't know who's we, it's just me painting. And I'll tell you more about the grant. Here's me setting up for day 2. The grant I mentioned is the Creative Corps grant for the Southern California inland region. So how I got involved is, actually, first, if you're not familiar with art grants, it's basically money or funding for the arts. It may have specific requirements, and it's usually something you have to apply for. So the grant recipient in this case is the Center for Social Justice and Civil Liberties here in Riverside, California. They submitted a proposal that included a number of different free to the public art workshops, and the mural was part of the proposal. That grant is how the artist teachers got paid. I love all the workshops we had. It wasn't just visual arts. There was dance and yoga and puppets. And the theme for all the workshops was the body of freedom. And our mural was going to be focusing on the freedom of expression. While we were brainstorming what that meant, freedom of expression, as you can imagine, is a very abstract, broad concept. So where we started is just writing down ideas, brainstorming. That's where I like to start, is just writing down ideas. So one of the suggestions from the students was that it include a manatee, because I guess they don't have natural predators, or at least the sharks don't like to hang out where the manatees are, making them pretty free to roam. Except I did look it up, and the humans are actually the bigger issue because of loss of habitat. So that was a big bummer. But there were lots of other ideas, and we put them all together and sketched out what you see here. The most important thing to me was that the students got to contribute and experience the process of designing and painting a mural. It was also a pretty quick turnaround, so that's why these panels still needed work, because we focused our attention on the mural that's on site, that was on campus, and that one got done during the workshop itself. The panels are now done, and they'll be in the show in February. That's a retrospective of all the workshops, and I'm really looking forward to it, so stay tuned. I was just really excited to be back in the studio and painting, and I hope to share more behind the scenes like this, so subscribe if you want to follow along, or I'm on Instagram at Orlovie. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.